Tonight Show appearance, but Howie Mandel 3D glasses on Tonight Show.
Okay.
You have it? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay. So that's the...
Oh!
Okay, this is like at the beginning. I'm carrying... The thing in my lap is my handbag. It's in the shape of a hand. Remember I used to do that? A handbag.
Yeah.
So Jim McCauley was so nervous, because what I learned is these bookers almost have more at stake than you do. Because even if you do great... If you do great, Johnny goes up to him and goes, "Oh my God, great booking, Jim.
Yeah.
You did great." If you die, he goes up to him and goes, "Why the fuck would you book him?" So they were always trying to second guess the host. The bookers didn't book what they liked. They book what they think the host likes.
Yes.
And not only, and only Johnny, not necessarily the audience. Because I kept saying, well, listen to the audience. The audience, even if Johnny doesn't like me, can't I be on because the audience laughs? So he said, listen, and then he started micromanaging. I don't know if you ever, he started saying, what's the set going to be? Yeah. And I had to go over each question and every word, and which is really hard.
It's so hard.
For me, especially and also for you, because they're not jokes.
Yeah.
There are things that you talk about. Like even my glove. If somebody hadn't seen me, I remember I got thrown off a Dick Clark show because he goes, "We need a big closing joke from you." And I go, "Well, I'm going to close with putting a glove on your head." He goes, "I haven't seen you yet, son. What is the closing?" I said, I put a rubber surgical glove on my head and I pop it off. And the audience loves it. And he says, "Why?" He goes,
Great
he goes, "Why? We would need a joke at the end."
Yeah.
We need a joke. I go, "That's it. I swear to you, it's a joke. I swear to you." He goes, "I don't get the fucking joke. You're going to put a rubber glove on your head and then it's going to pop off. And why will they laugh?" And I said, "I don't know. But I do it."
You just know. Yeah, you just know.
So they canceled me from that show.
Wow.
But anyway, so he was going after like whatever questions I asked, whatever things, and we're going to, this is set up. It was all going to be panel.
Yeah.
This is all going to be set up. So then I said, you know what? I'm here. I'm never going to be here again. I didn't like the way he was designing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Didn't feel solid to me. Didn't feel like, it felt like somebody fucking with my own heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know how I want to do it, and I know how I deliver, and I know what order it makes sense to me, and you're fucking it up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one thing just for me. And if this one thing for me doesn't work, I go down in flames, and I got to do it. And I still get to say I did the Tonight Show. So after I had done all my prepared stuff, I said, "Johnny, you want to see something?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Do you like 3D movies?" And I could see he was at the end of the couch, Jim McCauley's going, I don't know what this is. The fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
So I pulled out those stupid cardboard 3D glasses,
Yeah.
and I said, "Put these on. This is amazing." And he's going, "Okay, what is it?" And this, I reached into my handbag, and I pull out a little stuffed animal, and I take it as hard as I can, and I whip it in his face.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Carson.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait. You're not scared it might hurt him? Or?
Totally.
No, but it's so brave.
Or stupid.
It's kind of
But there is a thin line.
It is kind of stupid, though. I wouldn't have done it.
If I thought about it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it. I made the decision, and then I don't go back on my decisions. And I said yes to myself.
Okay.
And I didn't say no.
So what happened?
So from the moment that hit his face, from the moment I reached in the bag and grabbed whatever it was I was throwing, to the time I threw it, in my mind, I think you can play it's on tape.
Yeah.
Look for it.
Yeah.
It seemed like 2 hours.
I know. It would just be like this bunny or whatever.
But I had this, and I would just say, after it hit him and he reacted, he actually fucked up the punchline because he did the punchline. He goes, "This is amazing." It was my punchline. "Doesn't it look like it's coming right at you?"
Oh, right.
It was just a joke.
Yeah.
But he fell off his seat, laughed so hard, and that was the first set. I ended up doing 22 Tonight Shows with Johnny. I did them with Gary Shandling, and I did them more with the other guest hosts, but I did 22 with him from that moment that you're watching right now. So that could have gone down the toilet.
Right. Now, after that, Jim, did he yell at you afterwards or no?
No, he thought it was amazing. I'll tell you, I ended up losing my time so after 22 episodes, put up the picture of Howie Mandel on the Tonight Show with saber-toothed tiger. Is there a picture?
Yeah.
There's got to be a picture. Do you see it? Yeah, there it is. First top left. There. Click on that.
That's an actual.
So,
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
okay, I'll tell you about this.
Okay.
So this is the last time I did it with Johnny.
Wait.
God.
What I see is a carrot
Yeah,
Yeah.
on top of a saber-toothed tiger.
giant saber tooth.
Yeah, but it's like a fake one, obviously.
The carrot or the tiger?
Both?
Both?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it's not, it doesn't start off funny, but I became the preferred guest. Like any comic, anytime somebody was out, they would call me. He trusted me. I could do whatever I want. And this day, Sammy Davis Jr. was supposed to be the lead guest. On that day, he got diagnosed with cancer. At 2 o'clock in the at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So Jim called me and said, "You got to do us the biggest favor." This is an hour before. He says, "You got to come down and fill in. We don't have a lead guest. We just lost Sammy. You got to come on." And I said, "To be honest with you, I'm at Laird Studios down in by the MGM there. I'm doing a movie and I'm off in now. I'm just getting wrapped, but I have nothing. I can't do it." And he goes, "Please, I beg you. I beg you." I said, "You know, you're begging me and you guys have been good to me. I've been there like 30 times already. I'll do it, but on one condition. The condition is I don't have time to go over material. I'm going to just rack my brain right now, and whatever I come up with, you got to accept." And he goes, "I love you, Howie. I love you. You got to do that."
Okay.
So I walk into at the studio, and I walk into the prop department.
Yeah.
And in the prop department, there's this giant saber-toothed tiger. And I said, how much would it cost for me to take that saber-toothed tiger just for an hour, put it on a dolly, and deliver it to Burbank Studios? And he goes, "I'll do that for $500. I go, "You got it. We're going to do that. And I need it going now. You got to put that on a thing." And then I just turn to my right, and there's a giant carrot on the shelf. And I said, "Can you tie that carrot on top of the saber-toothed tiger?" And he goes, "For an extra $100. I go, that's worth it."
Yeah.
So for $600, he ties this carrot onto the saber-toothed tiger, onto that dolly.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was just random. It's kind of like you think.
Yeah.
You know, it was just random. I had no idea. And I deliver that to Burbank. Jim calls me and says, "What are you going to do with it?" And I said, "I don't know. Please, Jim, don't." You know?
Yeah.
So what happens is I had been on 30 times, and I hear him introducing me, and they go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Howie Mandel." And the curtain opens, and the audience is applauding, and I come out, and I'm pulling that saber-toothed tiger on the dolly, and I can hear the audience is applauding. I get to where his desk is a riser.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's the main floor where the band is, and then this whole thing, the desk and the couches are on a riser. I get to the riser, and the dolly stops at the riser.
Yeah.
So now I turn around, and I'm trying to lift the head of the saber-toothed tiger, get the front tires onto the riser.
Yeah.
At this time, it's an eternity. There's no more applause. They're just
yeah.
waiting. So then I say to Doc, "Can you give me a hand?"
Yeah.
Doc puts down his trumpet, and he walks over, and he's behind me. I said, "What do you want?" I said, "Like push." And then I called Ed McMahon. I said, "Lift." It's an eternity, probably 3 minutes, but 3 minutes of television on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah, death.
Not only that, at that time, the way they have their cameras set, the cameras were all, when I finally got it up on, not there, but at the beginning onto the riser, all the cameras were blocked. So you can hear on the headsets of the cameramen from what the fuck is that? So now
It's chaos.
that's chaos, and they're shooting down. The cameras are What? My phone said something. It said it's having trouble hearing me. Why does my iPhone have to hear me? You're with me all day. I'll tell you later everything that I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and they're going crazy and everything. It took an eternity. I'm sweating. Ed is sweating. Doc Severinsen is sweating. And then I finally got it in, and I probably spent 4 minutes of what was going to be a 6-minute segment.
Oh my God.
And it's blocked. And I finally sit down, and I'm sweating there. And you could tell just by, look at the body language of Johnny. Does he look thrilled?
No.
No.
Looks-
It's just been an eternity of nothing. And then he's tapping his pencil, and he goes, and then I just sat down and didn't say anything. And he's tapping his pencil, and he goes, "Okay." I go, "Okay."
God.
He goes, What is this?" And I go, "Please, Johnny, I don't want to talk about this." He goes, "Really?" I said, "I'll talk about anything else. This is just
Nice.
something that's really personal to me, and I don't want to talk about it." And then he asked me, I could see he was mad and he gave me like a look. He
Yeah.
asked me like 1 or 2 questions and I realized like I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I answered those questions. He said, we'll be back right after this. Now I was supposed to do 2 segments.
Oh no.
He didn't say a word to me. The next, I can't remember who it was, Connie Stevens or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Connie Stevens, they took that away and they moved me down the couch. And I got a call from Jim saying he never wants you on the show again.
Oh whoa.
And that was my last time on the show.
Wow.
Is that a happy ending?
Good run though.
22.
22.
It's a great
It's a
run.
good run. It's a good way to end too.
It's a good way to end.
Kind of poetic, actually. It's
Really?
the only way to end.
You know, I got thrown off of the Letterman show too
Oh,
Yeah.
for 15 years.
Wow.
But he had me back eventually when he was on CBS at the Ed Sullivan, but when he was
Yeah.
on NBC late
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
I always liked that. That's why I love your kind of comedy. I went to New York and I was on Letterman.
Yeah.
And I sat down and I said, it's great being here in New York. I have so many friends here. Can I say hi to one of my friends?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. So I left. Went to say hi.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
funny.
Never came back.
You know, out of I've been 50 years old. I've never been on any of those shows.
Which one?
I did Jay Leno one time.
Yeah.
It's the only talk show I've ever done.
Have you pursued it?
I'm not going to pursue what? They call
Well,
you.
the difference is no, nobody calls you in life. Whatever is in your mind, you
Yeah.
just do it. The Nike has the best philosophy. Just do it. If you want to do that, then you should have your agents call and say you have. If that's something you want to do, I don't think it has the same weight it had
doesn't.
then. It doesn't. So it doesn't really
think the
matter.
reason why I didn't
and I
do-
think talk shows are kind of very 80s now.
Yeah.
Even when you watch them, they don't mean anything unless you want to do
No,
something.
I think when I did Jay Leno, right? He called me over to the couch. I had a great couch segment, and then I remember the next day waking up and no one called. No one's ever mentioned it, ever.
Well, you just did.
I know I just did, but no. But in terms of like,
No,
you
I
know,
know.
like